Lord have mercy. Right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the episode of the Wiley Show. We have a special guest joining us on the phone. Little backstory: we broke the story of this woman for her daughter's wedding. Her name is Miss. I'm gonna call her Miss Treese. Did I say it right? Yeah. So you had a wedding. Your daughter got married. So I want to say congratulations, first of all. And you wrote a post. You said, and I want to share it so my audience can see the post that you wrote on social media because it went viral. I don't even know if you were preparing for for it to go viral, but yeah. So I'm going to show the people like the post that you wrote on your Facebook page. And you said, I have time today since Wild Catering LLC will not respond and block me on Facebook. First off, I'm highly disappointed in the food and communication. Also, this was not the same food my daughter and husband test taste before booking you. You need to run me back some of my money from the horrible food provided at my daughter's wedding on Saturday, May 6th, that you charged $3,186. I was trying to see if we could work this matter out, but I guess you'll rather take it to court. Most of our guests tried to tolerate the fried, hard, dry, baked chicken. Let's not forget about the craft stove macaroni. The only thing edible was the salad, rolls, fruit, crackers, and green beans. They had plenty seasoning salt per guest. We had pans of food left over because people were skeptical to eat. The presentation for the food served does not compare for the price I paid. Do not let these people cater your event. You post the invoice and it was paid, and you also post the chicken and the dry baked chicken, and it looked like the macaroni wasn't even baked. You know what you get what I'm saying? It wasn't baked. Go ahead. Oh my. Hold on one sec. Hold on one second now, because I want them to be able to hear you real clear. Give me 1 second because I have to do something because I want them to hear you really good concerning on this because this is live, you guys. Because this lady, wow, she spent. I just got into the number over $3,000 that she spent. Okay, so give me 1 second. I want them to be able to hear you clearly because we're here. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, they can hear you now. You said you looked at the food, you paid $3,000, and I just want to ask you the first question. Y'all did do a taste test before the
Yeah,
food came to your daughter's wedding, before the wedding.
exactly. My daughter said her and the husband, they drove to the company, they taste the fried chicken, they taste the baked chicken. Everything was seasoned to perfection. She said they also taste the green bean. They were good. But now she did not get a chance to taste the macaroni, which he lied in the email and said she did. She said at that time he told her, well, I'll let you just taste the mashed potato because I don't have any macaroni at the time. And I told her, I said, well, that kind of bothered me because if that's going to be something on your menu, you should have been able to taste it. Because I'm sure she would have tasted that macaroni beforehand. I don't think it would have been on that menu.
Wow. Because I'm looking at when I posted it on my website, and people were saying that looks really dry, like the chicken. It looked dry. You
Yeah.
could tell.
Mm-hmm.
And then the macaroni and cheese, you could just tell that didn't have no taste because, I'm raised in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to put it in the oven. It's supposed to be all brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
On the top, and it wasn't that. So did y'all taste that, the macaroni and cheese?
I tried it, and I'm like, it tastes like, how you buy the little Kraft macaroni, and you can mix the powder with it.
Yes.
Back in the day, I used to buy it for my kids because they like the little macaroni like that when they were younger, and I know what it tastes like, and it tastes just like it was some of that box Kraft macaroni.
Yeah, because I'm gonna put the picture on the screen here, so the people can see what you're talking about. And I want to ask the audience: is this worth literally $3,000? You paid 3 racks for the food. It definitely did give that. And so this on the screen here, they're gonna see this is the macaroni, so they can definitely see this, you guys. So this was the macaroni that was served. Clearly, it looked like it wasn't. It looked like a kid's, like you said, the Kraft macaroni, something that you give kids, to eat on a children menu that they serve at some little restaurant, and it just wasn't worth $3,000. It just it ain't worth no $3,000. So he responded to your post, and he said that he do that all the food because it was hours of the wedding. That the food sat out for hours, and I'm like, that's no excuse because y'all paid $3,000. That food should be good. You know what I mean?
Yes. And another thing, after I made my post, I started reading some of the comments, and so I ran across this lady in particular, and then she made a statement. She was like, "Oh wow." It said your daughter's wedding was the same day my brother event, and he catered our food. He wasn't even at my daughter's wedding. He sent 3 servers. It was 2 Caucasian female, and it was a black young lady. So he wasn't even there. And I think if you're gonna pay somebody, if you're gonna cater someone event, you should show up. Or you should have reached out and say, "Hey, I'm not gonna be there. I booked another event," or whatever the case may be. I mean, it's called communication. You got my money, and I feel like we still should have had some type of communication line. I had no idea who those females was. Never met them a day in my life. I never met him, but my daughter has. So I'm wondering, I'm like, who is these 3 people? And I was expecting him to be there, but I found out he was at a whole nother event. So let's do the math. If you book 2 events, and I'm sure both of them had a large crowd, the lady told me that they had a similar menu, but instead of the chicken, they had salmon. So that I started thinking about it. I said, that's probably why our food looked like that, because you were too busy to do this order also. And those people stay way in Roswell, Georgia. So that's not like a skip and a hop. Unless you had somebody else at that restaurant and you didn't cook that chicken, 9 times out of 10, I'm getting to the point I don't believe he cooked. I believe somebody else at that restaurant. Because you got another gig in another state, you're going to have to leave the restaurant to go to that state and set up. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely, you're right. So what I'm saying,
exactly.
so when you paid your money, you was expecting to get good quality service, good food. So I want to ask you a question. I'm assuming that y'all had the wedding at a venue, and then was the wedding in the venue at the same place, or was it separate? Did y'all have to get?
That is correct. The venue that we had the wedding at, they have like an upstairs where you have, it's like an upstairs chapel. So they got married upstairs, and then the reception was downstairs. And her wedding started at 3. And I've been reading emails, I've been reading messages on Facebook from, what several of his servers keep saying. They was like, we requested them to come early because the DJ, he came at 1 some. They was already setting up. And I remind you now, the wedding started at 3. A wedding takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. After the wedding, they normally take pictures. And she did like what you call a cocktail hour. She had like fruits and cheese and crackers, and then they were able to get a beer or something to drink. So basically, while they were still taking pictures, she had them to go ahead and get something to snack on before dinner. And then they did their first dance, and then she danced with her father, and then he danced with his aunt. And after that, the DJ rounds, I'll say 5:35. He was like, "You guys can go ahead and eat." So my thing is this: why are you arriving at a venue at once I'm setting up? The venue does not have a stove, so that means whatever burners you bought, if you start warming that food up at 1 and you didn't have any water in the pan, that could be another reason why that chicken was looking like that. Or y'all could have just cooked it early and tried to cook it. I'm not sure, but the chicken was black.
Yeah, I want to show people the baked chicken because
I don't know what happened to that. I'm like, how can you mess up baked chicken?
Because that's the easy meal, you know. So this is the baked chicken, you guys. And this was she paid $3,000. That's the baked chicken. This is the macaroni. She paid $3,000, and I'm going to show you all the invoice of her paying the $3,000. Okay, and because when I got into the price, I'm like, you got scammed, and I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You know, this Wild Catering LLC, he scammed you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Wild Catering. This is a scam. Like I'm really. Let me see if I can see his response. I know I saw his post that he posts on his Facebook, but he scammed you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, and I want to ask you, did he try to have a conversation? I know you said you was having a hard time getting in contact with him.
Yes. So basically, you know, it's still my daughter's wedding. This was the first thing I did. After I got the plate, I did try to sit down and see how it didn't look good. But, you know, as a person, you like, well, just give it a try. See how it tastes, Trees. So what I did, I sat down, so I pieced off the chicken. I'm like, okay. And then so I tried the macaroni. I said, So I started eating the salad and the bread. And then I tasted the green bean. I was like, So, I thought the green beans taste better than the mac and the chicken any day. But, you know, I'm like, for this money, that food should have been better than what it was. And then my daughter, she didn't eat. She pinched off that chicken. She's a mama. That's not the same food that we taste test.
Wow.
And I was like, so see, she brought some home. My mom tasted. She had gave my mom some. My mom said, "Oh, this was good." She said the food was seasoned good. It wasn't dark. It was that pretty brown. I said, "Baby, I don't know what happened," because she was like, "Mama, that is not the same food that we taste test that day." I said, "Well, baby, I don't know what's going on," but I said that chicken looks horrible, and it don't even taste that good.
And I want to definitely everybody in the chat said $3,000. Yes, tell them the amount you pay, ma'am, to Wild Catering.
$3,186.
$3,186. And of course, we're going to also post on the screen here the response, because your post went viral, and I'm under the impression that he received a lot of people from your family and from your friend list to say that it wasn't worth it. This is what he said as a response. He said, in response to what was posted on Facebook today, to campaign for people who have never eaten my food to send negative comments and reviews my company's way, I have this to say. This day and era, we understand how social media works. One person runs to post their unsatisfactory opinions of something, and regardless of how untrue and inaccurate the accusations are, the followers all follow. That said, my reputation of good food and customer service always comes first. I am to please every customer. Every time we understand, sometimes you do fall short and cannot please all. And you also cannot talk to some of y'all. I had their food prepared and ready by 2:00. I could apologize for the chicken maybe being a little dry after 4 hours of sitting on the caffeine dishes. But as far as my taste goes, we voted best overall minority restaurant 3 years in a row. Everyone's taste buds are not the same. I render a service and the food was eaten. There is no refund. Only other words I have for those indulging in the mess. Wait until you see what's coming next. To my Wild Catering LLC family supporters, love all. Can't wait to see and cook for you all. And that's was when he made that post. What what was your response to that?
at this point, I'm like, this man is. I mean, he did when I did email him. I let him know, and before I even emailed him, I called him that night after we cleaned the venue up because, like I said, my daughter's wedding was going on, so I didn't want to get distracted with calling him right then and there. But I did let his server, the black young lady, know. I said, I came back up there, and when you seen the pan that I posted, it was kind of like empty. That's because the bridal party had already came through, and some of them did actually try to eat the fried chicken. So that's why that pan was like it was. I wish I would have took, a before picture, because a lot of people are like, well, they look like they was eating and it was good. Mm-hmm. No, they tried to tolerate it. And believe it or not, a lot of our guests, they pieced off of it, and a lot of them told her, they was like, I don't mean no harm to trees, but I couldn't eat it. I put the napkin on top of it and I threw it in the trash.
Yeah, because one person that was Banata, I hope I'm saying Banana. Bonita, she commented on here. She said, I was a guest at the wedding and I also have a business in the event industry. As a wedding planner, I have worked with several catering companies throughout, I believe that's Alabama and Georgia. Yes. I've never in my years of doing wedding experience dinner service such as I believe in your daughter and her husband wedding from a catering company vendor. There have been times when catering companies have run behind schedule, didn't prepare enough food for the confirmed guest count, and every now and then food just isn't seasoned to taste. But hey, everybody taste buds are different. I was at table 5. When I got to the buffet line, the food looked as pictured. It wasn't pleasing to the natural eye. I chose the baked chicken because of how the fried chicken looked. The baked chicken was dry to the bone. I flipped the skin back over it and tried the mac and cheese. The mac and cheese was runny and didn't have any flavor. I ended up throwing away my plate before anyone could see it because I thought maybe I was just being too picky. The couple was upset about the food during the reception. The groom even mentioned how horrible the food was in his speech. The videographer has the recording. The mother of the bride was upset because she spent her hard-earned money on food, her oldest daughter wedding, and she couldn't even enjoy walking around to speak with the guests because everyone was complaining about the food. From one business owner to the next, I'm not suggesting that you give a full refund. However, you should have a civilized conversation with your paying customers and make it right. That Benita, she did that. She said it like that. That sums it up right there. That sums it up right there. Is to have a civilized conversation, and which, from my understanding, he had failed to do.
Yeah, the only thing he did, because when I called him that night, it was like 9ish, and that may have been late, but he could have been up, because I mean, if you had a venue you just did in Roswell, I'm sure you was either cleaning up or you were heading home or something. But make a long story short, so he didn't respond to the phone call. So my daughter said, Mom, let me just give you his email address. So I said, well, hopefully he'll reach out to email, because he didn't call back. So, normally some people, when they have a missed call, they'll tend to call back and say, hey, someone called me last night or whatever. But I didn't get that. So I proceeded with the email, and I told him the same thing that I said on the thing. I said, good morning, to whom this may concern. I said, my daughter's wedding was last night. And I was telling him how we didn't, we wasn't really feeling the food. And I told him, I said, we had a big issue with the food. The fried chicken looked like it had been burnt or cooked in old grease. And I said, the baked chicken was dry and tough. And I said, the macaroni and cheese, it tastes like it was store-bought, like Kraft, that powder kind. And I said, the green beans had a lot of seasoning salt. And I said, to add, a lot of our guests didn't eat the chicken or macaroni because of how it looked. And I said, we had a lot of pans of food left over, and I attached the pictures and showed it to him. So he proceeded and responded to me saying, hey, I do apologize for the experience. We do make a stove-top mac and cheese, not baked. But see, he should explain that to her when he said he didn't have any macaroni and cheese. He should have told her, hey, we don't put it in the oven, because my daughter went about that, trust me, because I know my child. And then he said, which the bride tasted beforehand, along with both types of chicken, and was told she liked it. And she did say she liked it. She said it was seasoned to perfection, Mom. The baked and the fried chicken was good. And then he went on to say, furthermore, I was told you all didn't start eating until 5:30, which I was told they would eat right away, right after the wedding was over. So that could be one reason, because all of my food is prepared the same day. I never said your food wasn't prepared the same day, so why would you make that statement? And then he goes on and say that could be a possibility. Chicken could have been dry. Again, my apologies. The only thing I was expecting from that email was, I apologize. I see how the food, it doesn't look like, edible. How can we sit down later on this week and discuss how we can make this right? That's the type of email I was looking for, but I didn't get that. It's like you trying to blame us for the food looking like that. Because you come out saying, oh, y'all supposed to ate at a certain time, but her wedding started at 3. Come on now. If it started at 3, anybody that has ever been to a wedding know that it's gonna last 45 minutes to an hour. And then your people come setting up at 1, that food gonna get cold. And then I read several messages on Facebook where his servers talking about, oh yeah, the food was cold, they didn't have a stove or oven. And I'm like, that's so unprofessional. Why would you even let your servers get on social media talking like that? And then one of the servers, Caitlin Adams Black, she was like, she told somebody, oh, I was at the event, I wish I had taken pictures. No, you didn't, because you knew that food looked a mess. And she said when it was first open to serve, everything looked nice and tastes great. Pics posted were taken after 150 guests. People had been through the serving line and food was getting ready to be put up. Many people came back for seconds. Didn't nobody come back for seconds if it was the trouble of them children. And then furthermore, we didn't have over 150 guests. We were supposed to have 150, but we had a few people at the last minute said they weren't coming, which wasn't an issue. So we had 2 empty tables. So roughly we had about 120 and, number of guests. So I'm like, baby, you telling all types of lies, because that's not true. And then furthermore, it's unprofessional for you to even sit up here and say, oh, I taste the food. And then she even goes on saying she took some home. I'm like, wait a minute, who does that?
I'm looking, when I was reading the comments, I'm seeing a lot of people were on your side. A lot of people were on your side, and he should definitely do it right. A lot of people are saying that you should sue. What are your thoughts on a lawsuit? Do you want to do that, or are you planning on doing that?
I have thought about it, but I'm giving him time to see if he's gonna man up and say, you know something, this has gone on long enough. I'm tired of people bashing me. I'm ready to sit down and talk to you. When he's ready to sit down and have a civilized conversation with me and my daughter about this food, I promise I'm willing to listen. And the thing is, a lot of people's like, oh, she just got broke because she spent so much. No, I'm never broke. I work 2 jobs. My main job I've been on for 20 years this year, and I make good money. So money is not an issue. If I pay you for a service, I expect it to be done right, because money doesn't come easily. And if you pay somebody for something, that's like, say for instance, you have an issue with your vehicle. You pay somebody over $1,000 and your car still acting the same, you're gonna be mad too. Because it's like, hey, I paid this money and my vehicle is still the same way. I know food and a car, those 2 different things, but I'm just making an example. People, they so quick to judge, but at the end of the day, if that was their money, they would feel the same way. If they seen food like that on their child's wedding day that they paid for, you would be mad too.
Oh yeah, I would be extremely upset, because your wedding day is supposed to be your most happy day, and to deal with something like that, that's just, it's crazy. You to have to deal with that stress. Thank you for speaking up about it. And it's so sad that you have to go through this. And you want to support, and I'm assuming that it's a Black-owned business, because I believe it's Black. And are you done with Black-owned business, supporting Black-owned businesses?
No, the DJ was Black.
Okay.
He did a wonderful job. I mean, I wish some kind of way y'all can see the pictures, but we posted a lot of them, but he did very good. And then the people who did the makeup and hair, they're Black business owners. Everybody mostly that was at the event was Black. And they did an excellent job. And when you do good, I'm gonna recognize good. And no, I'm not gonna let one, business owner deter me because not everybody's the same. And I'm not knocking him because I've heard great things about his food. There's a few people, here and there been posting that, I never had any problem. But like I keep telling them, your experience from mine is different. I wish I could have experienced what you've experienced. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And I'm not down that he's not a good cook because, again, my daughter did, her and her husband now, they did test the food, and she said it was good. She said it was seasoned to perfection, Mom, and it was pretty brown. She said that chicken that we had at the wedding, Mama, that's not the same food I sampled. And I know my child ain't lying. So trust me, we wanna book him if the food was nasty.
It's just really something. I want to first say, congratulations to your daughter. And when I saw your post, I knew it went viral because it was down my timeline. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And we never talked before. And I said, this ain't right. And I was Googling, like researching like Facebook, and I saw his response, and I just saw the comment. I said, I need to talk to this sister because this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And I think people have to understand they think that we supposed as Black consumers be quiet when it's a Black-owned business. No, if they do bad business, they do bad business, and they must be exposed to this. To let people know this is bad business. I'm not gonna stop supporting Black-owned business, but this business particularly, I'm not gonna deal with them again because the way they deal with my complaint was bad. It was terrible.
Exactly.
He could have had a conversation, got on the phone, and people were saying in the chat, in the comments that you were trying to handle this off Facebook. You did not want to go and talk about this because there was no communication. You had no other choice but to tell the world your experience, and you have every right to do so because you spent $3,000 and you expected to get A plus service.
Exactly.
$3,000.
I wanted the same service he gave to people in Roswell, Georgia. Excellent service, because that lady had nothing but good things to say. She said the food was delicious. I said, I wish we could experience the same thing you experienced. He didn't even show up at my daughter. He sent 3 servers, and one of them, she didn't even know what was in the food. I had one of the guests, child has allergies. She asked was eggs in the macaroni. Oh, I don't know. She asked her what was in the crackers, because her child has some type of allergies. She told her she didn't know that either. So how you send somebody to a venue that don't even know nothing about the food that they serving to their guests? And if something happens to the guests, guess what? You're going to be liable. So you should have been there. But I understand you double booked, which I don't understand. If you knew you had another venue, you could have just told us, hey, I got another venue Saturday. Because I'm sure you didn't just find out about that venue. You could have let us know, I got another venue that's going to be on the same day your daughter's wedding. What I'm going to do is refund you guys your money and see if y'all can find somebody else. I would have respected that more than you bring that garbage to that wedding.
Yeah, like that. I like that point that you brought up. You have like another event book. You have me double.
That more.
Yeah.
Here's your money. Go find you somebody else. I would have been mad, but I would have been happy because I know that you wouldn't have been able to provide me the same service you're going to be able to provide them with.
Absolutely, because with that money, you could have went to Popeyes and probably did better with that.
And you better preach.
I'm gonna got some.
You better preach.
You know what I'm saying? You could have got, way better taste than that because it looked like it wasn't love. You supposed to feel like you really love what you do. It looked like that was rush. It looked like he just woke up or did that 2 days ago. It looked rushed. It did not look like he cared.
That's the same thing I said. And it just kills me because the service like, oh no, that was just from sitting up hours. I'm like, no, I ain't cooked chicken before. I ain't cooked chicken like at 12 and I go back at 7 or 8. That chicken still look the same. I ain't never cooked no chicken and it look dried out like that. Baby, that chicken, I don't know when y'all cooked. I don't know if you cooked it the night before and then tried to re-drop it. I don't know, but that chicken did not look like it was prepared like it should have.
I'm like, man.
And then another thing I found out, by me when I first, and I didn't post it out of malice, But I was kind of upset to the fact when I did I posted a review on his catering page. He actually blocked me, and when he blocked me, that did something to me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get your attention when I make this post, and I got your attention because you went on Facebook, said you reached out to me and said, "Can we come to a solution? And can you please take that down?" You didn't say a word, but you went and posted on your page how it's making it seem like it's all our fault and we're trying to get people on the bandwagon. We only asked that people that were at that wedding that had that food do a review because we already knew he wasn't going to try.
You there?
When you start responding to emails and you're not even trying to reach out and call anyone, we already knew what time it was. And then when I made that post, a lot of stuff started coming out. A gentleman inboxed me, and he was like, "Oh man," he said, "I knew I had to say something." He said the same exact thing happened at his wedding. He said he didn't show up. He sent people that he didn't know to serve the food. Then the man said he didn't even ask for a buffet style. My daughter said she didn't either. She said he asked her, "Do you want a buffet style?" She said she told him no. But we still got a buffet style. And so the gentleman proceeded on. He was like, I expressed to them that I was dissatisfied with the food. That man told me he called them around 7 times. They never responded. So he was like, unlike you, he said, I love what you're doing. He said, because I just took it as a loss and I just left it alone. He said, but when I seen your post, it just brought something out of me. He said his wedding was last year. They did him the same way. And then his servers, they got online, started lying and saying the man said the food was so good and, ooh, he going to come back with his wife. That man say nothing of a kind. He said then they started blocking him when he did speak out and said they were lying. He was like, you're going through the same thing I went through. And I'm like, that's sad. This man got to be stopped because you unprofessional for one, having your service go on there talking to people sideways, and you're unprofessional for not even showing up or calling people back, letting them know, okay, I feel your complaint. Let's get together and see what I can do to resolve this. You can't do that. Once you get people money, that's your customer. If they not satisfied, that's for you to sit down and have a conversation with them and be like, okay, what can we do to resolve this? How can I make this better? Come to a conclusion, a resolution, not sit up there and just act like people don't exist because you ain't got their money and you feel like, oh, the food was there, so I don't care how you feel. If it wasn't to taste, that's on you. It don't work like that. It's called customer service. And he lacks that. And he needs to go back to school and find out what customer service is. Because he's lacking bad.
Yes, ma'am. Your customers, you have to have a good relationship because relationship matters. And you are a good paying customer because you paid $3,000, and the best he could have had a conversation with you, and you don't just push a person off and then block them. And then once the posts go viral, then now you want to respond. Well, you could have had that dialogue before it went public.
Exactly.
Thank you, ma'am, so very much. What do you want people to do? What do you want people to talk about? What do you want people to do concerning this matter? Do you want them to reach out to the catering service? What do you want them to do?
I don't reach out to him is not going to do anything because he's striking as a person that he feel like, he apologetic, but I don't think he's sincere with it. So I don't think reaching out gonna make a bit of difference. And what kills me with a lot of people that riding his coattail and they can pretty much see how the food looks, but it's like, oh, she's trying to sabotage this black business. No, I'm not. I'm just bringing awareness. Whether I get my money back or not, I just wanted to be out there because I knew and I felt in my heart I'm not the only one that he did like that. And I'm pretty sure some others out there, but they just not saying nothing.
Yeah, they just not saying nothing. They just tell it to the game. But I'm glad you said something because I'm not going there at all. Man, thank you so much for taking your time out, coming on the Wiley Show, sharing your story, and hopefully that he have the courage to, at least the common decency to call you and y'all have a conversation to resolve it. Because at least if he can give you 50% of your money back, or if not all of it, because that again, I want to just show the people the pictures of the baked chicken. That's just dry, and the macaroni and cheese.
They look like they baked it too hard. And if you look inside the pan, just zoom in, you can't see no water in there. Most people, when they bake chicken, you have some, they have it with
juices.
Juice. You'll have like water. It's that threw the chicken in the pan.
They just do the chicken in the pan. You can tell it's I don't see no juice. Chicken, you supposed to have juices in there.
Yeah,
absolutely. Especially baked chicken.
That keeps it more. I know how to cook, but that right there, I don't know. And like I said, I'm strongly wondering, did he prepare that? Because the meal he prepared my daughter was different from that. So I'm wondering, did he have them servers preparing that food? And somebody was like, "Oh Lord, the grease burnt, but we gotta go. We gotta rush this wedding, so we gonna have to go and keep frying it." That's the only thing I think of. I can't understand how that chicken look like that. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So even like the picture man, he had posted a picture of my daughter and her husband. He was like, "This is my favorite part of the wedding beside the food." And I felt so bad. I was like, man, that is awful.
Wow.
Yes, the DJ. Because the DJ said, the DJ and I, we talked. He was like, he even told the young lady, he said, "You do know the wedding started at 1. He's like, "Y'all setting up this early?" He said the wedding started not at 1. He said the wedding started at 3, but they was there at 1, so I'm setting up. He was like, he knew then. He was like, "Ooh, it's gonna be a problem." He said, "Because you can't set up that early, and then the people ain't gonna eat that early because it's the wedding started at 3." And he was like, they was already at 1 something. And he was like, I kind of figured, I knew that chicken, it was gonna probably dry out. If it wasn't already dry, I knew something was gonna be wrong with it, because he was like, they were setting up too early.
How many people was at the wedding? It
was approximately about 120. So we had like 2 tables that was empty, but it's supposed to be 150. So it was roughly around probably 120 to 125.
Yeah, he could have did a much better job than that. That's no excuse. A much better job than that. Because many catering people that said he could have had, he could have had it done better than that. Way better than that. Yeah, that the way better than that. He need to upgrade his system. Because
or get some more workers.
Get some more workers, right? Yeah, that was that's not good at all. No.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing the information to us on the Wiley Show. I believe this is your first interview about this.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share your story to the world.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That is something, man. I'm looking at this, you guys, and I saw it literally on Facebook, and I told my writers, I said, listen, we're going to have to put this on WileyTheTroll.com, because this particular story, definitely, we need to talk about it. All right. Our second segment that we have. What up, y'all? We are here. Can y'all hear me fine? Let me know if y'all can hear me fine. Okay, let's talk about Kai. Kai got a new show that's going to drop on Twitch. I believe it's on Twitch. We got the exclusive. Give me a second. I want to make sure I put it out his new show that he have, and just to get the update on it. My producer sent it over to me. Dad, Kai is having a new show to announce our new show. So I don't know if it's going to be on Twitch or not on Twitch, but of course, it's like a cooking show. They're cooking and look like they're, doing outside. It's just a whole thing that they're going to be doing. I'm assuming that this brother, doing it with his friends, and they're doing a new show. Kai is doing a new show. So in the promo, you can see a tiger. You can see all of that. He's definitely taping a new show. Great creative. He is the definition of a content creator. He's not a commentator. He is a content creator. I am a commentator. It's a difference, because when I look at Kai, I see him as a content creator, if that makes sense. When I look at myself, I am a commentator, right? I am a commentator, mostly a commentator, a political commentator, celebrity gossip commentator. But I give Kai the definition of being a creator, a content creator. Would that be accurate? Y'all let me know. Of course, he was banned on Twitter or blocked a couple of days on Twitter. Then they reinstated him. But the budget is definitely there. I can really tell this is going to be the Kai and Speed show that is going to be live, and it's going to be on Rubble May 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Rubble gave him another deal. And I want to actually post and show y'all this tweet about Rubble. Give me one particular time. I'm going to go on DJ Academics because Roland Martin criticized his Rumble deal about him working for the Republicans. And so this is give me one particular second. I want to show y'all this. Give me 1 second here. Because this is what DJ Academics he posted on his Twitter account. 1 second, I'm going to screen share this because he posted this on his Twitter account, and I want to read it to you. Show it like y'all can see it. And this is on his. So let me screen share on this. This is from DJ Academics, and I want to definitely do that as well. So hold on 1 second. This is his. Okay. All right. Here we go. So this is what DJ Academics wrote. He said, "Hope the media." Let me make sure y'all can see it so y'all can read along with me just in case. Let me take Kai picture down from this. This is what DJ Academics wrote on his Twitter. He said, "Hope the media who falsely painted me as going alt-right when I made a move to live stream on Rumble. Realize Rumble is just a platform like Twitch or YouTube. A platform can't dictate your political beliefs or content. We content creators finally have alternative for our content. Creators have leverage when there isn't one option to stream or upload content to. This is definitely a special time for creators. Glad to see everyone playing their hand. Also, I think everyone audience is smart to know how to navigate to each platform to consume the content they want from their favorite creators." That is what DJ Academics wrote. Let me see. That's perfect. That the way how he worded that is perfect, and I understand his argument because YouTube is not the only power in play. We created a Rumble account. We're looking and see how to monetize and upload on there. And I would do it like celebrity. I would do like political commentary over there, as well as celebrity gossip. But YouTube is not the only power at play. We got Twitch. We stream on Twitch, we stream on Facebook, we stream everywhere that we can possibly stream. So we're going to look into how do Rumble work and all of that good stuff. But I don't think we should just stream on one platform. I think as creators, stream whatever you want to go stream, go right ahead. You can have that power. But a lot of people was accusing Kai and DJ Academics. They were saying, "Oh my gosh, they're being used by the Republicans to get, people on their site." But last time I checked, we work over here on YouTube and Google do what they do. Do you know that they support Republicans as well? So this whole idea that Rumble is the only quote unquote white ring platform, you're fooling yourself. And see, this is where I want people, and this is where I believe Roland failed to understand that you just can't call out one platform, because if you look at the political contributions, you will see the executives of Google, they give money to everybody, Republicans, Democrats, so they can stay in power and to be able to get those loose laws to make sure the Section 205, which protects social media outlets, social media, websites for not being sued. It kind of like shields them from that, and President Trump tried to take it away. So they spent a lot of money on Capitol Hill to keep that section of the law protected, right? because they do it because they don't want to be held to the same standard. Because if Section 205 go away and say, okay, let's erase Section 205, then YouTube, Twitter, Facebook will be responsible and can be liable for what we post on there. So, example, if they want to sue Kai, say for instance, Kai do something controversial on Twitch and somebody they sue not only Kai, but they also sue Twitch. Twitch can be liable and be responsible because he would be almost like a contributor, almost like a person that's on a newspaper. That's why every newspaper have a legal department. That's why every news organization, they have a legal department, because they are responsible for their contributors. So that's why they have to go through a vetting process before they can post it on there, because they can be liable for a lawsuit. So, but YouTube and Facebook and all of these other outlets, they're not held to that same standard. You would have to go after the creator for the damage information that they post. You cannot sue YouTube. That's why when Cardi B sued Tasha K, she couldn't sue YouTube because YouTube was shielded from that, and they had to sue Tasha K, and they sued Tasha. Yeah, so that's how that goes. And let me read some of y'all comments over here. Your next X, I see right here. The reason why they said Rumble was all right is because when Trump was running, that was the place people went for free speech. It does have the stereotype of being all right. YouTube was taking down conservative channels and positive Trump content, so the creators use Rumble. And see what happened. Excuse me. What happened is when you shut down and say, hey, you can't have pro content for Trump, right? Due to advertisers getting pressure and all that. I understand Google business model. But what that does, that open up another player, say, okay, come Wiley, we will welcome you. You want to talk about Trump? Oh, you want to do pro Trump content? Oh, come to us. Come to us. Come to us. We welcome you, brother. Oh my gosh, you're black? Oh, we will love you. We would love to have the black male perspective, because we already know black men are voting Republican now. Some of them is down 86, 85%. They're slowly chipping away the black male to vote. They vote Republican. So they would love to have somebody like Wiley. You are black, you make people laugh, and you're defending Trump, you're defending Republican conservative principles. So yes, but this is the idea with Rumble. See, Rumble, I have to say it because I understand the trick. Okay. So with Rumble, they, they know if Kai go over there, his audience come. They collect the data, because when you sign up, say for you want to subscribe to Rumble, you have to put in your age, your address, your email address, your home address, your gender. You're putting all that information. That is data. So they will know how to target you. So you will see commercials when the presidential election, when any election they happen, you would get all commercials just tailored to you. That's how Trump won. And I know I'm not going to make this political, but I'm going to make it political, because I know I understand game. I understand data, because anytime you tune into YouTube, you see certain commercials, you be like, oh, wow, it just targeted to you. They tailor to you because they get all this data, and Rumble will share that data with advertisers, and they will go to the table. Okay, let's tailor some commercials to target black young man or middle-aged black man, because we know we can't get black women, even though it's slipping a little teeny bit, but what's really slipping is black men are jumping to Republican. So those commercials will play. So they're doing it overtime. They're offering DJ Academics a deal. They're offering Kai a deal. You know what I'm saying? We sent them an email, or whatever the case may be, but if y'all offering deal, I take it. Money is money. A bag is a bag. Okay, so this is what it is, and they understand, because they're bringing in people. Because next year you 23, 24, 25 years old, next year you'll be 26. If you're 25, or if you're 18 next year, if you're 17 watching Kai, you'll be 18 next year. So this is where they're targeting people and targeting people, voters, and all of that. That's why they're doing it, because it's definitely a lane. They're getting investments, and they got a bag to give. They got money to spend. Rumble have raised millions of dollars of capital. I believe they're on Wall Street. So people are invested in the Rumble situation. It's just competition. Competition is good. It's good for the creators, because the creators, just imagine if you just have one outlet. Then if that one outlet shuts you down, then you're gone forever. Now you can go to Rumble, you can go to Twitch, you can go to YouTube, you can go to TikTok Live. It's so many. Instagram, now Twitter. They're having video streaming where you can stream on Twitter, becoming a creator on Twitter. Tucker Carlson, they have signed up on there from Fox News. So this is a lot of competition for creators. It's really good. And go everywhere you want to go. It's good for the creator, because you have competition, and competition is good for the soul. All right. They didn't say that much about Reddit, because it's more left-leaning than anything. Yes, Rumble used to be more relaxed with the freedom of speech, but they have become stricter over the past couple of years. Do you know why? It's because they're getting ad dollars. So this is smart. So this is what they do. At first, they let you say whatever on Rumble, right? To get people there. Then once you establish brand, okay, let's loosen it up a little bit. Now let's attract ad dollars. So they'll loosen up the rules. So you have to understand, you as a creator, you have to know how far to go. Free speech is not that free. You're working with a private company, so there's no such thing as free speech. You're not working with the government. You're not in a government building. You're not in a government entity. This is a private company. Free speech don't exist in a private company, right? So you have to understand, like when I do YouTube, I know how far to go. I know what words not to say. I know which people not to talk about. But if I want to go deep, then we do it on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Outside of these places, you go somewhere else and chit chat. But you have to know how to play games. You have to research the guidelines. You have to know who you can discuss. And that's why some controversial subject matter we don't put in the title, we don't talk about. And that's just what it is. You have to be strategic. Not that you're limiting yourself. You're just making sure that you are doing good so you don't mess up your bag. All right. Twitter Spaces is a power player. Twitter Spaces is definitely there. So this is what we're talking about. So it's good that Kai is doing this, and he is a creator. And I just talked to somebody today, because I was like, listen, I need donations, because I was telling a person today, and he said, well, write me a proposal, and we will do it, because I have a vision. And now I'm putting it on paper. I'm not going to get y'all into what the vision is, but y'all saw a piece of what I'm trying to do. Okay. Thank you, Kai. Love you, brother. And it's good that you're putting your money back into your platform. Okay. Yeah, but back then you couldn't, but now you can, because Trump is an entity now. He's a household name. He's almost like he's a celebrity almost. Okay. So let's get into this. We got a lot that we're going to discuss. So we taking our time. We ain't going to rush. All right. Give me a second here. Brandon Johnson, he is the 56th mayor of the city of Chicago. We went to his inauguration, and it was amazing. We did learn some things when we first went to the inauguration. First of all, I got in late last night. I was tired. We got in from the House of Hope. Took my mom to a gospel concert. I was really tired. I had to talk to my sister, my brother, my niece and nephew. They all got up, so I had to chit-chat. And then I went to slept for a couple hours, and I had to get up early in the morning. I got up super early in the morning, and I had to go down close to UIC, close to downtown for the inauguration. I got the email last night. They said, please get there early so you can get, you know what I'm saying, because doors are going to open up at 8:30. So I got there around 8:15 and everything. I got a good seat. I wanted to be on the floor, but I didn't have a floor to get a seat to get on the floor. So when media, because I did not have a press credential or to be with media, I said, well, let me just stand in this line. So I stood in the line. Of course, we saw Jesse Jackson. He was there. He pulled up right in front of me. Jesse Jackson was there. He pulled up. And, he's a civil rights icon, a legend, very popular in Chicago. He got Operation Push. The headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois. So we were there. Then we went inside the building. We interviewed a couple of people, and make sure y'all go check it out. We interviewed a couple of people that was there. And what really stood out to me in the line, I was having a conversation with Assets Living. The brother was talking about homelessness, and I was asking why they aren't optimistic, and a lot of people were. And I was talking to my pastor that was sitting next to me, and that pastor did say, because I was really going in on the church, and he was saying that that's why he's here, because he wanted, get things from the budget to help the community, because he have, housing for some of his congregants, and a lot of them getting frozen out because of high taxes and because of gentrification, etc. And then that pastor, he said something that he said the budget. He said, well, the money that's already been spent, they have the money coming in, but the question is how they're spending it, and they're not spending it the right way. So Brandon Johnson, he gave a speech, and pretty much to sum it up, and I'm not going to go all into what he's talked about in his speech. He's talking about for the soul of Chicago. He spoke about mental health services, opening up the clinics that were closed down by former Mayor Rahm Emanuel. He also talked about the schools and a fair contract and being fair for the teachers. And of course, he have a background of being a progressive, being a union organizer. He was the chief of staff for the CTU president. And so he was very active in that. And of course, he worked in the Cook County, worked part of that as well on the county government side. But this is the first time he worked in city government. So this is very interesting. His wife, of course, let me give you a picture of his family. She is the first Black first lady in the city of Chicago. She made history, and that is his family. She is the first Black first lady, and we want to definitely thank our first lady, Mrs. Johnson. Thank her so very much. When I got into there, I sat down, talked, and I was ready. And they opened up. Shout out to Hyde Park High School. The color guard, the RTC, they were there, and they did that. And of course, someone sung the national anthem, and then they also did "Lift Every Voice and Sing." This is a very historical moment. They had somebody from the Muslim faith do a prayer. They also had, and then there was a couple of protesters that was there. They were screaming. We pulled the camera to them, and the police escorted them out. And then everybody, the new coming aldermen, they got sworn in. New city council people got sworn in. Of course, we have a new city treasurer. She got sworn in as well. And then also it was time for Brandon Johnson. But before that, Karen Clark Shear, the first lady of the Church of God in Christ, she sang the song. And when I tell you, she brought the house down. Let me tell you, that woman, I live, she brought the house down. It was so good. She got done singing, sat down, and people were still singing. And then the director came on stage and started directing the arena. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in Credit One Arena, they all start singing. I'm talking about God truly was in that place. Yes. So clearly you understand the background. He was a youth pastor. His dad was a pastor and a carpenter. I mean, the speech was really good. Then we get down to the meat and potatoes, his agenda. Like, what is his agenda? We get to the agenda, and the first question that was in the back of my mind is, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for this agenda? So that was one of the things. And so on his first day as mayor, he immediately went to work. He signed executive order. Definitely, we have a deputy mayor as well. But he went to work. I mean, the mayor definitely went to work. And on his first particular day, he definitely went to work. He said, today, my first day in office, I signed 4 executive orders to jumpstart our mission for a better, stronger, safer Chicago. This is just the beginning. And he definitely did that. And that executive order, give me a second so I can tell you what was the executive order that he did sign. Let me scroll down my timeline because we have it here on the Twitter. Yeah, so give me a second. Johnson, Mayor Johnson has created 3 new deputy mayor positions, one for immigrant, migrant, and refugee rights, one for community safety, with a focus on the root causes of crime, coordinating efforts to invest in young people, and deputy mayor for labor relations. Okay, so I was trying to find. Okay, this is where. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Heather. Sharon, I hope I said her name right, from WTTW. This is what the executive order is. Let me show y'all. Give me one particular second because she been on it. She is a true journalist. All right. So he signed 4 executive order of youth employment, immigrant, refugee rights, community safety, labor relations. This is at WTTW. Okay, this is what happened. He signed 4 executive orders. So of course he did. I was reading that he kept. Now y'all know I'm bad with names, but I know the position, so I don't want to mess up nobody's name. Okay, I have to hear the name for me to get it. But he did get a chief of staff that pretty much is what I call part of the system that is known in the city politics and city hall. So he did have one of Lori Lightfoot advisors or people in her administration to be his chief of staff. So a lot of people was excited. There a lot of people was pragmatic. They was really good about that. But a lot of people, it's a lot of critics. Already they're saying right now, people are saying, how is he going to pay for this? And that's one of my major questions. So we're trying to get to City Hall. Right now, we're trying to get press credentials to get there. We sent an email. We sent 2. We actually sent 2 emails because it's like no application. So I'm trying to fill out application or whatever. And then it's another website someone sent me. So I'm trying to do that. And of course, I'm going to see how much that costs and see I would be able to get on the second floor. And then also, to be able to move around City Hall to ask some questions because they have a Black protective. Because when we were there, let's be clear, when we were there, we had an interview with Kim Fox, the Cook County State's attorney. We interviewed her. We also interviewed Alderman woman, she new elected, I think, for the 15th ward, if I'm not mistaken. We was definitely there, you know what I'm saying? So we was having great conversation. We're interviewing people, and I want to be in City Hall. I want to cover city government. I'm just so interested and so fascinated with city government and how our bureaucracy, how that system works, and how it can benefit Black people. And my main question is, what about your plan for Black America? My main focus is when I step in that press pool is what is for my Black people. You know what I'm saying? What are we going to do for Black America, for Black residents in Chicago? That is my main top priority. That's my main focus. I'm a Black man. Everybody else, y'all worry about y'all people. But when I step in that press pool, when I ask my question is, what are your plan for Black people in this city? What are your plans for the Black people in your district and on your block, where you live? You live on the west side with high crime. People have not gotten a piece of the pie. Brandon Johnson addressed it in his speech. But what is your agenda? How are you going to be able to implement that within these 4 years? You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand that he have to get through the committees. I understand the aldermen have to pass things, but you do have that pulpit. You can create the atmosphere. And while you have the honeymoon phase, everybody saying, go Black man. Right now, you talk about it. You do a town hall. You need to be traveling the city and applying pressure, going to every part of the city, and say, this is my agenda. This is who holding it up. This is how I'm going to implement it. Go to the north side, the west side, the south side, all parts of the city. And you need to have weekly town halls, boots on the ground. Don't just campaign and just be on the 5th floor. Continue to talk to the people, because the complaints that I was getting from some residents that did not want to come on camera, they were telling me, please let your audience know to tell Mayor Brandon Johnson, do not forget about us. Do not just live in City Hall and forget about the city. Like, come back to the city and let people know what's going on, because the average residents don't know how city government works. So it is your job as the mayor and your administration to do community outreach and have people to visit these underserved communities and let them know, it's like, this is how the system works. This is how it's going to take us to get it. And this is what you can do to help me, the church, and everybody else. So, I love politics. I'm going to get caught up in politics. I'm not listening to people that tell me don't, because when y'all say don't do that, and then when you need a loan or you need this, politics work, man. Like it's a part of us. Whether you live or breathe, you're in this country, you're going to be affected by politics, whether you're a part of it or not. Let me say that again. Before I get into the mess and the gossip, I need to say this again because my people need to hear, especially my black people. Y'all need to get out of this mind frame. I ain't into politics. That ain't for me. Then when you get denied for that house or you get red line, you don't get that loan because of your skin color. Then, oh man, look at it. That's because of, you know what I'm saying? Or you get fired, you get mistreatment because of employer, or you trying to get a city contract and they're giving you resistance. So you need, or you trying to get a contract from the state. Like politics matter. It matters. When you get an ID, that's politics. Somebody made a policy. When you take your baby to daycare, that's all regulated. That's all government regulated. So we must absolutely be a part of it. You have to. You have to. I have to preach this message enough. And that's why I'm using my YouTube channel, because I saw something that happened. A lot of our people are not politically engaged. You know what I'm saying? They're not politically engaged. My brother was trying to explain something in Texas about Republican, and what he was saying just was not true. Because he don't know. And then when I was breaking it down, she said, brother, thank you for letting, I didn't know. I really didn't know. I said, you have to know. I said, because a lot of our people, they don't read the newspaper. They're not reading the Chicago Tribune or people, the Washington Post. They're not reading that. So you have to break it down to them and meet them where they are, and go to the YouTube, go to Rumble, go to Twitch, and say, okay, we're going to give y'all some of this celebrity tea gossip. But before we get there, let me tell you what's going on in your district, in your city. Because I've just heard somebody said about Baltimore, Maryland, their mayor sucked. He could have done a better job in there. He was a terrible mayor. He was young, but he just did not do a good job. A lot of his promises was not met. He did not do right. And a lot of people telling me he need to be let go. One lady, you know, and you comment in the chat, but somebody hit me up, said, Wiley, can you come to Baltimore? We have a lot that's going on in our city. So people are watching, and that just happened because somebody was watching my inauguration coverage, and they just like me answering these type of questions, you know? So it's definitely great. So my prayers, I would love to get there. So we're going to work really hard to get into that. And people are saying, what about Dallas? Who cares about Dallas? I'll get there when I get there. You know, they said, who cares about it? If we should all care about Dallas. What I'm saying is I will get there when I get there. You know what I'm saying? Because I have family, I have roots here. And then also I will go to Dallas. I'm the same way. I'm going to go there as well. But let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me do right here in Chicago, where I know a little some of the power players, and then get my feet wet, you know, so I can be, you know, get my battle scars, and then I go and duplicate it in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because I just re-signed, you know, a situation in Dallas. But of course, you know, I'm right here in Illinois, so I love Illinois. Illinois is home. But I would definitely duplicate this, and not just in Texas or just all over, you know, where I need to go. But right now, our focus is city government right now. We're not trying to go out and step there. We're focusing on city government, the city of Chicago, because we want that city to be great, because it's the third largest city. But but most of us, most people in the city in the south and west side has been deprived of services. So my roots are definitely there, and I'm getting my experience in Illinois. So then when I go to Texas, I will know how to move. You know what I'm saying? Because when I get connections up north, some of them same people know people in Texas, and they can tell me how to maneuver down there. So we're definitely getting our experience there. But I do appreciate Brandon Johnson for energizing me. And actually, President Obama energized me, but thank you that are progressive. A black man that wear glasses, got a black wife and a black family. His son go to Kenwood High School. Thank you. And I'm going to do my job. But Brandon Johnson, if you see this, Mr. Mayor, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to ask you the tough question. I'm going to be hard on you because you're black. Because we must, because I'm out of the inauguration. I had an excited time. So on tomorrow, right now, I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited, baby. But starting tomorrow, you're going to get a phone call. I'm calling different wards, all the different wards. I'm calling them right now. I done made this my battle, my mom patio area. I made it my battle station. So we're calling We getting on the phone, we're calling, we're going to learn about different committees, about the budget, about all of this stuff. And I'm on it. And then I'm coming back to y'all and say, this is what we need to call. And we're using this as a test model so I can duplicate the same strategy around these United States of America. So this is what we're doing. And then on next year, the DNC going to be here. And I'm gonna and then by that time, I'll have my press credential. I will have more knowledge and more understanding. And I'm going to be answering President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris the tough question, because local government is key. And because President Biden said something to Brandon Johnson, to Mayor Johnson, he said, listen, your job is harder than my job. He's right. A mayor's job is very difficult. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. So local government is key. Most of the things that affect you on the local level. Do you understand me? Okay, I just had to say that. Now I got my little lemonade here. Let me drink a little bit of lemonade. Most of the stuff affects you on what? The local level. Everybody say it with me. The local level. Local government is key. So participate. And I want to encourage the next person to say, okay, Brother Wiley doing it in Illinois. I'm going to duplicate that here in my town. And we work together. Understand what I'm saying? Because we have to be a part of the process. We have to be a part of the process. Let me see. Not local government is the most important, because that what affects Congress with the president can't do anything without passing things through Congress. Do you send to your government? Absolutely. And all parts, let me be clear. And I could reword it. Thank you. I stand corrected. All branches of government matter. All levels matter. Because when Congress passes, your government is very important. We gonna be, it's like city and also state, like both, because that matters, because the governor is like the CEO of the state. So the money that comes from the federal government, he have the power of where to disperse the money. Amen. So a lot of people didn't know that. But anyway, let's move on. Now, we're going to be going to work tomorrow. Okay. We're definitely going to work tomorrow. All right. And we need your financial support. And thank you. Somebody gave $1, somebody gave $5, somebody today gave 10. We need it because y'all made it possible for me to be there. We need a microphone for our iPhone 8, so people can hear us clearly. We need to get the Wi-Fi box so we can be hooked up to the Wi-Fi so we can live stream. That's going to cost about $60 to $80. So contribute, and it's going right back into the platform. And if you don't trust me to buy it, I give you the list and you ship it. But just give it to me. I just go to Amazon and buy it, like 5, 10 or whatever, so we can get it directly sent to me. Since not to the PO box, because that's in Texas, then I have to go to Texas to get it. If you want it here, I would ask you to please just send it here. Send it to the Cash App so I can go and directly buy it on Amazon. I could make the wish list. If y'all need the wish list, I can make the wish list so all of the stuff can ship here. All right. However, powers are reserved to the state per the Constitution. All right. Amber, yes, I see you there. Okay, so I see y'all in here. We open up the phone lines and let y'all call in. Call in. Y'all be complaining. If I'm doing something wrong, call in and let me know. Because I'm not the smartest person, but I'm not the dumbest. All right, let's move on. Because in the words of my brother, he said I'm poor. Armon said I'm poor. Let's get to Mayor down. We got to get a little bit messy. Okay, we got to get a little bit messy. Let's go ahead and put it on the screen. So I'm gonna put my old picture up there. I ain't put my new picture up there. But anyway, so we were live, and I can make a wish list. Absolutely. I'm gonna do that, love. I can do that today. So my brother, Armon Wiggins, he went on his station here and he responded, "Oh, I just want y'all to know." This is what he said on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. Give me a second. I mean, he like me talking about him. He love when I talk about him. Okay? He love when I talk about him. He really, really love when I talk about him. Okay? So before we get to him really quickly, we're going to get to Nicki Minaj. Do I have Nicki Minaj picture up here? Give me a second. We'll make him the main event. Do I have Nicki Minaj picture up here? Let me see. Do I have Nicki? Hold on. Let me scroll up. Let me see. Do I have a Nicki picture up here? I thought I had Nicki picture up here. Hold on. I thought I had me some Nicki. Give me a second. Where's Nicki? Hold up. I'll talk about her. Hold up. I don't want to forget about Nicki. Wait a minute. Let me get Nicki picture up here for a second. Let me get Nicki picture up here for a second. Let me get Nicki picture. We gotta talk about Nicki. We gotta talk about because we talked about Nicki on the website. I just thought about it. Because we have wileythetroll.com, and a lot of times I think I talked about something, but no, we have already covered that on the website. So let me talk about Nicki for a second. Okay. Where's we at? Oh, hold on. Let me upload the picture. Give me 1 second, you guys. Because let me talk about Nicki. All right, because we gotta talk about Nicki. All right, then we talk about Armon, and of course, right then we open up the phone lines. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. So Nicki Minaj. She did Ruby on the Sleeve. The video was trash. So I told my writers I had felt something in my spirit, and I told them to put this on the website. And this is what I told them to put on the website, you guys. I told them to put on waterthetroll.com, waterthetroll.com. I told them to put on there that Nicki Minaj video was trash. And we put it on our website first, right? We put it on there first before any of my competitors were able to talk about it on their YouTube channel. But we didn't already talk about it on my on my waterthetroll.com. We talked about it yesterday. And the title of this was Nicki Minaj new video is trash. Shout out to the vlogs for writing this. And what she wrote on waterthetroll.com is Nicki Minaj new video Red Ruby to Sleep posted 19 hours ago. Let me tell you, it's trash. The quality is low and the story doesn't make sense. I, for one, love the song. The twist she put, the Lonnie Lumi D song, Uh-Oh, is great, but at least put some background dancers in the video. She and her bestie look good, but where she was on site, the other beautiful bestie. You know, we love us some on site fine A. Nicki has been in the game 10 plus years and has put out some fabulous music videos to match, but this video right here is trash. Check out the video below. All right, so let me drop that link in there. So make sure y'all go to the site. And I put it out there. I said, we got the dragger. The video was definitely trash. I mean, she was showing her butt, looked like it stank. I mean, it was just terrible. Like, it was no direction, no background dancers, no nothing. It was just terrible. All over, it was terrible. The entire video was terrible. It was low quality, low budget. I can understand if it was a Lil' Kim video. I can understand it because Lil' Kim ain't got no big budget backing. She are not on no major label. So I can understand a low quality video because she's not paid by a big budget. Even Lil' Kim does a little better with her choreography of it. And definitely Cardi B puts budgets. Every video that Cardi B have put out was budget on type of budget. Single video that Lil' Kim has put out was budget on type of budget. 1 second. Okay, was budget on type of budget. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Oh, that's how that goes. So, yes, it was a terrible video all over. Terrible video. Nicki Minaj, you're trash. Give it up. Hang it up flash screen. You're getting lazy. You're getting fat. You need to hang it up. Me and you both need to go get the sleeve that Jason Lee got for we both can lose some weight. It was trash, my darling. I have to say it. It was trash. It was rush. It was trash. And it wasn't right. You need to do a better job. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Nikki? Do you hear me? Look at me. I want you to look in my eye. Mm-hmm. It was trash. It was. I need you. It was trash. Can y'all hit the like button? It was trash. All right. If we don't get 10 more likes, we're going to end the live. So y'all better hit that like button. It was trash. You're getting lazy. You've been on here for 10 years. And the budget that you did for Princess Diana wasn't even your money. That was actually Ice Spice money. And her major label did that. You have nothing to do with that, allegedly. But your video was trash. How are you the queen and you giving us garbage? It was low budget. You're the queen. I need to see background dancers. I need to see people jumping out of the sky. I need to see dancers sweating. I really need to see that you really, really put some thought, a story on it. But what you did was lazy. You could have. I think you should just delete the video. It was it was trash. It really was. It was not a good video at all. And the Barbs deserve better. And guess what? I'm one of the leading cockeyed Barbs. You know what I'm saying? I'm the old school Barb. When I graduated from Chicago Military Academy back in 2009, I'm one of the leading Barbs. I'm the cockeyed Barb. You know what I'm saying? From 2009, whenever you release your first album, I was fresh out of high school. And I went my buddy, we went and bought your album and we made love on the couch to your album. The pink print, the Pink Friday, all right? We made love on that couch that my grandmother had an apartment and she never lived there at all. So I had my buddy, we both was from Chicago Military Academy, fresh out of high school, and we made love on that couch to that CD. And we went to Walmart on 80-something before that shut down. And we went there to that Walmart. I believe it was Walmart Target. And we purchased the physical CD. This was before streaming took over. It was right before streaming took over. And we was playing your CD. And I was making love to the CD. And it was really good. It was innovative. But now, 10 plus years, almost years later, you got lazy. And get it together, honey. You got lazy. I was a cockeyed Barb. I'm still a cockeyed Barb, but I grew up, so I don't just follow your every word. Because guess what, Nicki Minaj? You don't give $1 to this show, so I don't follow your every word, all right? I'm just not going to kiss your butt to get clicks and views. I get it another way. I want to criticize you. You need to be criticized. I ain't like Black Sea blogs that give private detectives to go follow people around their houses and stuff in L.A. and when they're around their boyfriend smoking coke and doing drugs. I am actually being honest with you. The video, it was trash. All right? Okay? It was trash. Let's move on. And any Barbs, if you don't like it, hit the link. Ain't gonna bet to argue in no third, it was trash. All right? It really was. Now, this is you got a baby now. Maybe you need to retire. If you're doing that, don't do no more music. Retire. You got married. Ever since you got married, you just got lazy. You got lazy. Maybe you should have just kept smashing Lil Wayne and Drake, but you got lazy. I don't know what happened. All right? You got real lazy. Let's move on. Because, them Barbs, they ain't going to do nothing but just talk about me and then leak my number. They're going to leak my number. And then they're going to call me like they did last time and cuss me out. And they kept calling. They just got tired because I just got on the phone, start talking to them, singing to them. And one Barb called in and cussed me out. And it was one song I used to sing to that Barb. I said, "We are the world." I just started singing, "We are the world. We are the children." Okay, I just started singing to one lady. I started, cussing me out. And I started preaching to her and started, all type of stuff. And next day she became a fan. So I'm not going to get mad at y'all. Y'all call me and blow up my number and cuss me out. Who gives a darn? That's your energy. I ain't gonna do nothing but take them numbers down. I still be texting them barbs to this day. A link to my show. Half unblock me because that ain't number data. All right. Let me know what area code that y'all coming in. They all over. People from even all over the world that was calling my number when we told that Nicki Minaj should retire. And we don't care. We still here. Y'all don't bother me. Who cares? All right. Okay. That's what she get her answers from the little Andre. She's from the smash sessions. Definitely that Dusty husband. She deserves better. Okay, let's move on. All right. Now the sun is going down. So let me see. I'm gonna put on that light. Give me 1 second. We'll put on that light. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I have to put on the light up here. And then when I get some more donations, I'm gonna go buy a ring light and just put in my mom's garage so I can still stream in it. I don't miss a beat. Okay, let's move on. So that was that. Let's go to our last subject here, and then also I'll be streaming segments because y'all want me to break it up in segments. Because I'm not gonna sit here and put too much editing software on here. I'm just gonna stream different segments so y'all have every segment. Okay, I'm gonna start that tomorrow, like the segments. Okay. All right. Wiley, myself, Armon. Okay. So yesterday, I took my mom out to House of Whole. We went to the gospel con, even though they need to be fired. Because whoever grandma, House of Whole, listen to me. Whoever grandma y'all had reading them tickets need to be fired. And I ain't gonna really get on grandma. Let me stop the grandma. Y'all need to upgrade y'all system. Okay. Y'all have folks in that line with paper tickets. It's 2023. Everybody should have mobile tickets on their phone. And then y'all should be able to know how to have a better reading system to read the tickets. It was too slow. My mother and us, we dropped our nephew off. We get to the church. I'm thinking we're gonna be late. We get there at 5:05. They say 6 p.m. because I'm assuming that the show started at 6. We stood in that line all the way to 6:05, right? Then finally we get in about 6:10. We get processed in there. Then we go to the restroom. I have to use it. And I said, Mom, meet me right back here. She better be back here. Then we go in there. We sit because we have floor seats. Because I believe if I'm going to a concert, I have to have a floor seat, baby. I don't want to be in a nosebleed. Because I want to be able to enjoy the show. I really want my mom to enjoy the show. This is a Mother's Day concert, and I want to do better. If it be the Lord's will, I want to be able to give my mother front row seats, so we could be on the front row. I want to be able to do right for my mom because she birthed me and she's there for me, and me and her, our relationship. This is my mother. I don't call my mother my friend. This is my mother, and we are good, and I love her with all my heart. I wanted to take my grandmother, but of course she don't want to go because it's trying to transfer her in her chair, just too much. But we went to the House of Hope, and David Mann was there. It was great. We post clips. We got all type of clips on Instagram. Make sure y'all go check it out. So we post my mother for Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I knew when I was going to post that people was going to talk trash, particularly Armon Wiggins. I already know this. Okay. So I'm at the inauguration, minding my happy black business. And I get DMs, Wiley, Armon Wiggins talking about you and your mama. I said, who cares? Then I told the person, I guess they was mad because I told them, who cares? And so it was mad. Then I was like, give me the timestamp. I thought you didn't care. But anyway, because I was doing political stuff. Like when I'm doing political stuff, wait till I'm done with the political stuff and then be messy. Because my mind, I got the political hat on. So I go to his Instagram, his YouTube. Now, mind you, I'm doing my political stuff. He's streaming for about 2 hours, right? Trying to dilute the people not to come over here. He do weird stuff. Like he's very weird. Very weird guy. There is no competition. Okay, Mr. Drunk. All right. So he deleted the post. See, this is what I'm saying. He deleted the post. Did I screenshot? I couldn't even screenshot. I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking about it. To sum it all up, he was talking trash He deleted the post. He was talking about me, and he deleted the post. And you know why he deleted the post? Why did he delete the post? I'm gonna answer to you. Do you know why he deleted the post? Bring up this person picture for a second. You know why he deleted the post? Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring his picture up. Here we go. Because everybody thought he was talking about Jason Lee. You know why he deleted it? People said, stop talking about Jason. You're jealous of Jason Lee. You would never be Jason Lee. Why are you talking about Jason Lee, deceased mother? People in the chat thought he was talking about Jason Lee, deceased mother. See, you're trying to drag me and my mother, but your audience, they all thinking about you talking about Jason Lee mama and talking about his deceased mama. So maybe he was talking about Jason Lee. To be quite honest, he didn't say my name. So maybe it was Jason Lee deceased mother. I don't know. He didn't say no name. See, when he tried to be shady and not say names, and everybody just named Jason. No, bruh. If you big and bold, put a name on it. Because you didn't say my name. A lot of people can say it was Jason Lee he was talking about. Because technically, that's what the people were saying in the comments. They were saying he's talking about Jason Lee. All right. Now, one person said he talking about Wiley. They put WILEY. Because, they can't even spell my name. People are so afraid to spell. This is so sad. Let me say this. People has been so conditioned on these YouTube streets to not say, only some people, a new group about to come in and say my name, but I'm going to just speak about the people right now today. They are so conditioned that they know that my name is blocked on some of these channels that is WILEY. They can't even spell the full name. Do y'all hear that? And see, people like y'all don't be catching it. And see, I don't worry about screenshotting it because I don't care. I'm talking about it because it's a good click and view. Y'all sent it to me. And then people said, I think it was about Jason Lee. There we go. It was about Jason. The people in here thought it was about Jason. They thought it was about Jason Lee. So tomorrow, I'm going to do a whole segment and put Jason Lee about Armon Wiggins. We're talking about Jason Lee, deceased mother. That's how I think about it. Y'all said it was Jason Lee. Because he put on his station, imagine that. And so he didn't say no name. And see, he be trying to be shady. Let's see if he got it on his Twitter account. He be trying, and y'all start screenshotting stuff and send it to me so I can save it in my files. Just screenshot it. Don't screenshot it and send it to me. Because he like to post it, because my mind is not into screen. I'm so busy. So, okay. So he deleted it off his YouTube. But this is what he posted on his Twitter. He said, mind you, you look like that. Stay trying to nitpick at me, child. I'm actually crazy for entertaining it. ATP. What is ATP? Somebody said, why would she book you that like that? It's all you hear in your hair whenever you say that. Somebody said, Armon Wiggins, you always have something to say when you 11 faces mad, you want to lotion Nicki. But when Nicki show you no attention, you want to go 22 faces. Y'all is built Cardi around Nicki. Trust me, if it wasn't no Nicki, it wasn't going to be no Cardi. All this because the videos is a mess. It's not possible so recently. Oh, they think it's about Nicki. So I don't think it's about me. You picking at your fave. What do you expect? Nicki's on. They all yeah, they all think it's about Nicki. He be trying to give me the guy, honey. You got to do better than that. Put an address on it. Because what you doing that don't bother me. And then he said in the video, we poor. Yeah, I am poor. I'm outside. I'm poor. I am poor. Hit the cash app. I'm not going to lie to you. I am poor. Considerably, I am poor. Okay? So that ain't no lie. When we look poor, I don't have to look. I am poor. I do the best I can. This shirt I got from Walmart, I'm doing the best. I wear the same clothes. You don't see me in a new outfit every day. I wear the same thing over and over and over. I wash it and wash it. I put on the medium. As long as it's clean, I put it on. I don't care if it's dirty. Y'all don't know that. I put the same shirts on, okay? I wear the same outfits because I have a very limited income. I'm not going to act like I got it because I don't. All right, let's take Jason Lee name picture for Buffy because one day we gonna interview Jason Lee. That's how they mad, and we get this. That's gonna take us to the next level. That interview gonna take us to the next level because people gonna be so shocked. Like, who is this black man getting this out of Jason Lee? Okay, because they gonna be mad. They're gonna be real mad. Anyway, that's why they mad because Jason Lee in the chat. Anyway, Armon Wiggins back. Let's bring him. So, they said I get Jason. Oh, I could get Jason. If he donated to me, I'd take it. All right. That's a good one, Bob. I get Jason O'Cole. Anyway, I have a very limited income. I am poor. I'm not gonna act like I'm rich. You never see me rock no labels. I can't afford it. I can't even afford to put it in a layaway. I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? I just got approved for a new $400 credit line. My credit score just jumped up a couple of points. You know what I'm saying? We're almost at 600. We started at a 4 something. I'm trying, I'm building myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning from the mistakes that I made in my 20s. So I am poor. You know what I'm saying? I live check to check like the rest of y'all. And so I'm not going to act like I got it, but I don't put my head down every day. I wake up and say, hey, I got to put that work in. Have a disability? I do have multiple disabilities, right? And so, I can't stand a very long time. If I do, I walk with a limp. Some days I can't walk at all because of the pain and suffering. So these are true stories about me. So yeah, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want me to be poor, donate. I'm just being real. I'm poor. I don't have it like that. I'm not going to pretend like that. Does that make you feel good? You're still watching a poor man. Now wait till we really make it. Then you're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Wait till I become a governor. Then you're going to be like, man, you're still going to be on YouTube talking about Nicki. And we're going to be doing public policy. Come on now. You're still going to be talking. And then people say, y'all keep asking the question. I'm going to keep this the 99th time I answer this question about disability. We had applied for disability multiple times. We were denied. Okay? We got an attorney. It took almost 2 years to get in front of the judge. Denied. We filed an appeal. It was denied. All right? It was denied. That's it. So what I can't cry about it. It's denied. So I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. And I do my YouTube, right? And everything like that. So he called me poor. You gotta have a zero in order to get. You gotta have a zero income. I can't afford to have a zero income. I couldn't afford that, Love Maria, to lose my apartment. I can't come home and live with my mama. No, she got too much, and she got too much noise. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I come here and be here. I'm semi in two states, Illinois and Texas. But would I be able to be here for us? I can't do that. I could be here a maximum 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. I gotta decompress in Texas. That's why I'm in the balcony area, in the patio. I'm sorry, in the patio. And all that noise. Father brought this. I can't even do the show in there. All that noise. My niece and both my nieces, it's almost like they 300 people, and I be having a headache because all that noise. Then my grandma, she want to talk, and I love my grandma, but she's a talker. Baby, she gonna go all the way back to when she was a little girl, back to when she came to Chicago when she was 20 years old, and she didn't have no money for no Polar shots, and then she hooked up $2 to get a Polar shot from Maxwell. She came from Georgia. She told her story, the same story, and word for word. So I gotta do my show. So that's why I'm out here with the birds, with Mother Nature. Wild that side. Was he living in his car at one time? He was. While they arguing over $300 check. And they arguing. No, they wasn't no three. They were arguing over that. Our elders love to talk. Yeah, they love to talk. And I love talking to my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a quick little story and then we'll get back to our mom. So my grandmother's in her love seat and her recliner, as they call it. Some people call it love, some people call it recliner. She's in her recliner. I don't want to sit in the recliner. My back. Get me up. I can stand up. I said, Grandma, you can't. So I was like, okay. So I put the gate belt. You don't know what a gate belt is? Google it. A gate belt is for the safety to help, to give you support. So it's a safety thing. So I put the gate belt. I can do it. Hold the chair. I said, okay. I know she can't do it, but I'm gonna let her do it. I'm like, okay, Grandma. 1, 2, 3. Can't do it. Can't do it. Get the machine. She said, do you need your mama to help you? I said, Grandma, I've been doing this for almost over 10 years. I got this. So I get the sit to stand, put the sit to stand, get up, and she get in the chair, and she felt much better. That's just my grandma, And I love her because it keeps me humble, keeps me encouraged. It is just her, you know what I'm saying? But, I love my grandmother because I don't mind doing it for free because my grandmother have always been there for me, and she gave her so much for me, and it was because of her I'm not in a gang. It was because of her that I'm not in prison, right? It's because of her that I went out carjacking people because she kept me in church. She was a praying warrior. She still is, and now she's in her golden years. You know what I'm saying? And she's not able to do what she was able to do back 10 plus years ago. Back when I was in high school and elementary school, my grandma was she worked all the way up until she had a stroke 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. So shout out to Granny. All right. Back to Armon Wiggins. So Armon Wiggins, it's just like, it bothers him when I talk about him. But when he talk about me, it don't bother me. I talk about it because it's clicks and views. It bothers him. I post my mother, it bothers him. He's mad because I get a lot of views about him. He don't like it. He don't like it. Even with people that don't get a lot of views about him, he can't stand it. Why y'all talking about me? Why y'all disgusting me? We can discuss you and talk about you. You're not exempt of being talked about. You're a public figure. I'm a public figure. I know I talked about your mother, that she have on that heavy makeup. It's a little kiki, a little joke. I'm kidding. It ain't my fault that your daddy couldn't satisfy your mama and your mama wants some better peen. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. That's something that he shared. He said that his mom, when she would tell him that he heard an argument that he couldn't supply some little health issue that his father had in that little area, couldn't get it up. And they had an argument. She didn't like it, and she had to move on. And so she cheated on his father, and she got with the man that she's with, the man she's with now, the man that she cheated on her with, because he couldn't provide for her in the bedroom anymore. Of course, he could give a house and all of that, but he couldn't satisfy her yoni. So he's upset about that. But that ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. But is she doing fine now? I think the dad ping thing worked. I don't know. That ain't none of my business because we ain't friends, right? We ain't friends. I shouldn't have shared that. But we are not friends. We are not friends. Couldn't get it up and all this that type of stuff. And they was arguing. And she was saying, like, you can't satisfy me. I remember that because he was going on one of his drunk rants. And I'm like, why is he telling me his personal business about how his poppy couldn't pop that cherry, his mama cherry? So he said, you can't satisfy me. His mother is gorgeous. I never said the woman wasn't gorgeous. Never said. I said she wear heavy makeup. She don't need to wear, but she's gorgeous, right? She don't need to wear all that 15 coats of makeup, but she is gorgeous. She's gorgeous, right? And everything like that. She's a very, very gorgeous, gorgeous. I never talked about it. She could be ghetto, ratchet. I don't know. I don't really know how she smells, anything like that. But on the outward appearance, she is a gorgeous woman. She's really, really gorgeous. And every time he look at his mother, he gets sad because she's chocolate. He used to tell me, he said, Wiley, I want to be my mother's skin complexion. I don't want to be chocolate. And I told him, I said, what's wrong with being chocolate? You understand what I'm saying? Because I never had that issue because my dad is chocolate and my mom is chocolate. So I never had, I don't want to be chocolate. That never was. I never had that conversation. My conversation, I wanted my eye to be straight, but never I wanted not to be chocolate. I love being my chocolate skin. So he said, I want to be lighter skin like my mother. And I said, nothing you can do about that. And I used to kid it. I said, don't they have like different surgeries and all that stuff like that? So it is what it is. Okay. All right. So chocolate. So, but Armon didn't get mad that Jason showed his power and removed his picture with Kanye West out of the major conversation. I love Chocolate Man. So that's what I have to say about that. See, okay, chocolate is chocolate. Chocolate is where it's at. All right. Armon is look like to be my brother. He's my older brother. That's my brother. And we just kidding. He gonna talk about my mama and trash about her wig and all that type of good stuff. So he said I could just push that wig off her head. It's kidding. This is how we just bros talking about each other, Bob. We always do. That's fine. It don't bother me at all. Yeah, my mama snatched that wig off her head and all type of stuff. It is what it is. Well, but that's our mama. We love our mamas. And thank you, mama. Thank you, Mama Wiggins. Even though your husband, your baby daddy couldn't satisfy you in the bedroom, and nothing wrong with that. You moved on. You got your better man. Didn't like Armon Wiggins. That's why I have to sleep in this car in that garage. It's okay. Nothing wrong with wearing wigs. People wear wigs. Your mama wear wigs. You wear makeup. It is what it is. Women go wear makeup. I wanted my mama to show her real natural gray hair. I wanted to see it. She didn't want it. She wanted to wear a wig. We went to the store. She bought the wig. And she had the wig and looked at the wig. I think it was a B5, a B4, or B8. And I never knew nothing about the number. I said, B what? As you ordering some chicken wings? She said, it's the B6, the B8. I said, the B what now? And she got the wig and everything like that. And she put that, and she got a little wig cap and she put it up. I said, okay. She got the wig. All right. And it is what it is. My grandmother, she wear wigs all the way up. So that's let her get her wig. She brushed it, and I'm glad she had on a nice wig. She didn't have on that nappy wig. She put on the nappy wig earlier. And I said, Mama, where's your good wig? Put on your good wig. She just what I had to tell. I said, Mama, you got a superstar son. People gonna be watching you. They're gonna the paparazzi. Armon, he gonna be out in the bushes. He gonna be out. He gonna have a private detective taking pictures. Don't put on that nappy wig. She had on that nappy wig today. Just drive it. Didn't care. And just so happy. She's just talking. All I could look at, I said, look at that nappy wig that my mama got on. And I'm just gonna look at it. I'm like, I said, you think you look nice in that wig? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with my wig. Ain't nothing wrong with my wig. Why you say that? I said, I'm just saying, don't look that presentable. You know, don't worry about my don't worry about my wig. Don't worry about it. I was like, okay, I ain't worried about that wig, but I was still looking at it. All right, anyway, ain't nothing wrong with that wig. That's her business. That's her business. If she want to wear that nappy wig, let her wear that nappy wig. Okay. All right. Because I don't have the money. I ain't got it. I ain't got it to buy her no wigs. I ain't got it. Mm-hmm. All right. Hit the cash app and say and put it in the cash app there for Mama Wig Fund. Okay. Anyway. Okay, I ain't got it. Did somebody hit the cash app for her wig fund? Because we poor. They said my mama poor and everything, so we give my mama a makeover so we can put the baby here. Okay. My mama never had the baby here. All right, we can fly Tate, the Jonathan in, or Tay. I like Tay better. He look like he tastes good, and we can fly him in to give my mama some baby hair and everything. She gonna do but sweat that baby hair when she makes some collard greens and all that sweat and cleaning and all that good stuff. We'll let you know about that. Okay, I got some new wigs for mama. Okay, give me the used wig, but we po because we ain't got it. All right. We po. We poor. We po. And shout out to Tamla Man. I didn't even know that she was dumpster diving. And you know what? That enemy ain't no. She was dumpster diving when her mother, this before she got rich. I didn't know what dumpster. I said dumpster diving. That's when you go grocery shopping in the dumpster. I said, look at that. And in my mind, I'm ignorant because I'm a comedian. I said she ate a whole lot of dumpster food. Let me stop. All right, Saints sent a $4.99 super sticker. I'm ignorant. So my mind works a little ignorant. And so one of my voices, you know what I'm saying? And I thought I didn't bring that voice to me to the concert. I thought he was asleep and he just woke up and heard that. And I just heard in the voice, And that voice said, well, that's a whole lot of dumpster food she was eating. I'm just saying. That's probably all that ain't number dumpster gut. But I'm a mind my business. That's one of my voices. I got bipolar. Give you a little back score. Got a bipolar. That was one of my voices. I got it, I call him Bluetooth. Bluetooth. He come on and off. And Bluetooth, he said that was a whole lot of dumpster food. Okay. I understand that. I don't want to burn no bridges. Some of the artists been reaching out to me, and I don't want to say that. I'm saying it incarnated. That's one of my voices, Bluetooth, and stuff like that. I don't want to take me to the king and all that type of good stuff. I want to have my own business and everything like that. But I'm just, that's just what it is, okay? Whew. Did I say that out loud? I shouldn't have said that. We never spoke of such thing. I guess her options are few no more. Yeah, so that's what she was talking about last night. And she having a beautiful testimony. So do y'all want me to open? See, y'all don't ever call in, so I think, yeah, Paul ain't with me. We couldn't afford to bring him. We poor. We couldn't afford to bring him. Woo, glory. One day we'll be able to bring Paul with us. We couldn't afford to bring Paul. He's in Chicago. He's in Dallas. We couldn't afford. He's with his people and stuff like. We couldn't afford to bring him. Okay. We couldn't afford to bring him. Cocaine. We couldn't afford to bring him. I was only able to bring myself. So one day we'll be able to bring him. Okay. So do y'all want us to call it? Do y'all want to do the call in? Give me 1 second. Let me post the number on him. 1 second. If y'all want to call in, because Paul ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? He said he ain't spending his money because I can't afford to put him on staff. He's pretty much, you know what I'm saying? He's donating his time because I ain't got it. He's donating his time. Okay, give me a second. Okay. All right, let's put the number on the screen here. If y'all want to call in, hold on, I need to. If y'all want to call in, I don't know if y'all want to call in or not, because I ain't got it. One thing that flopped is your show, One Eye Wiley. You so jealous of Armon. It's sad at this point. Somebody got me together up on there. Let's see if y'all call in today. All right. Let's see if y'all call in today. Let's see. Because we live. Let's see if y'all call in. Nope. Paul that eat all your food watching Netflix. Now he eat all my food and watching Netflix. You try that. I appreciate all this. It seems like you're the most other way you're speaking on your personal stuff. Yes, I'm being real. This ain't no entertainment. This is real. I ain't got it. I'm just being real with y'all. I ain't got it, man. Please, I ain't got it. Somebody said $1.99 for Mama Wig. Yes, Mama. Thank you, Danita. Love for Mama Wig. All right. I could if it was later. Okay. Well, thank y'all so very much. Do y'all want me to do an after show on Station Head? Let me know. Members, we are going to do a members only. All right. We're gonna sometime this week. So we will do a members only. I just want to do that as well. Also, I did hear your complaints. Y'all want me to break it up in smaller segments. So we will restream each segment. So each segment, we will start that tomorrow. With each segment. So I'm going to start with a lot of videos. We're going to go to segment to segment. So you all can have it. Instead of me trying to edit it, you get it directly each particular segment. Okay, we need a wig emoji. Thank you. All right, anybody else? That was it? Nobody's calling in? Thank y'all so very much. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first, okay? Thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all go to our website, WileyTheTroll.com. Also, please, we need your financial support because we are trying to upgrade our content by getting into the political arena. So please help us by contributing whatever you have. If it's 292 people here, if you donate $1, that will help us. So $ Marquise Waller 28. If you donate $5, that will help us. So whatever amount you have, you can contribute to our program. And we thank you all so very much. And we love y'all. This has been such an honest, great conversation. Thank you all so very much. Hope you know how to fuss, insult Tasha K. You have to subscribe. I subscribe and pay. I'm so glad. I must admit, you, Tasha K, Carmen copying each other. Kesh, she said you have to watch. No paying for subscription. Sorry you didn't get to comment. Now I got to leave. Bye, Wiley. You get a big glass like Tasha K and Port Kenya. Lord have mercy. She be commenting, but baby, you. Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, Kenya Sanders. Thank you. That's all I can say to that comment. Thank you, because she be leaving comments, and all I have to say to those beautiful comments is thank you. Okay. Oh, most of those comments coming from Facebook. Yeah, most of them comments coming from Facebook. So Kenya, she's on my Facebook. Okay. Yeah, it's on my face. Y'all can't see the comment. Hold on, let me pin it. Give me 1 second. Y'all can't see it. Like most of the comments are coming from Facebook. Because I told you we stream on different platforms. Most of them come from Facebook. Okay? Most of them come from Facebook. And so if y'all see this person, this lady, I want to first give her flowers. She comments every day. Not only do she comment on my Facebook page, she leave me Facebook messages. She leave me DM messages. She leave me messages about 100. No, she leave me about 1,000 messages. She leave me 1,000 messages on YouTube. Half of it's cussing. She be cussing me out. But she do support. She leave a lot of comments on the website. This woman, one video be having 80 comments, and she all 80 comments. That's who she is. She leave all 80 comments. Okay, so she mainly be on Facebook. Sometimes she come to YouTube, but she mainly on that Facebook. Every post I put on, she be the only person be posting on a comment on my Facebook. If I had 1 billion Kenyas, I'd be a billionaire. Okay, I'll be a billionaire. She everywhere. I don't care what it is. She comments everywhere. When I open up my DMs, my Facebook, I have to scroll and keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Like, she leaves so many comments. Okay. Wait a minute. Now she said, wait. And then she said, I will write it. Wait a minute. When she going to Facebook, man. Man. Oh, I told y'all, this lady don't play. This lady leave her comments. She don't play. Oh, wait a minute. Are you busy? You understand? Wait a minute. Let me get y'all together. show him as we know where it was. Oh, wait a minute. Kenya said Wiley tell them, I'm talking to you, not to Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Woo. Oh. Right. Nobody talking to you. Oh man. Oh man. Man. I'm telling y'all, that woman don't play. She don't play. She don't play at all. This woman keeps it real. She don't play at all. She don't play at all. This woman, when I tell you, she don't play. Okay. Oh man. Oh man, she don't play. Oh, she said cocaine, kiss. Oh, she said kiss her. uh, well, now Kenya said, I'm trying to get you and a ride together. I told y'all, this woman don't play. She don't play. She's on Facebook. Because I told you I stream everywhere on Facebook. She's on Facebook. She don't play. Okay? I told her she don't play. How about we good? Well, she should speak. Well, she should speak. she used to cuss me out. Wait a minute. They said Paul at the crib AC on full blast. Oh man. Oh man, y'all need to stop. Stop talking about my viewer. Oh man. She said all of incomplete. Somebody said all of incomplete stories. Wait a minute. Oh man. He said all them incomplete stories. Y'all tried that. It said all them incomplete stories. Whew. Oh, okay, it's getting chilly out here. Okay. I'm going to check Armon and see if you have an episode. I'm concerned. Okay. Now she's talking about her mind. He was smoking a strong pot. Why don't she volunteer or something? Oh, that's her. Okay. They said, good luck getting them together that we YouTube having. You know what? Y'all better leave my lady alone. Leave her alone. I love her. She ain't mad. She minding her business. We love her. Okay. Cause she mad at her business. She mad at her business. Give me a second. I don't want to do that. I don't know. Okay. Bring your girl to some rumors of sir. We'll go back and forth. She funny. I love to see you are my Juicy J in Vegas. Brotherly love. Yeah. Wait a minute. There we go. There we go. That ain't what the word that's doing. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm up here. I was trying to have her to hit the link, but she said no. She's I can't repeat. I can't read that. Okay. So sum up what she said. To sum up what she said she's not hitting the link. To sum up what she said, to sum up what she said, she's not hitting the link. Okay. She said, nope, I'm not in. So just pretty much to sum up what she said, she ain't hit the link. I tried to get her to hit the link. I don't know where these people, y'all, I don't know where these people at. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know where these people at. All right. I'm gonna have to get my jacket if I stay out here. Okay. They said, okay, that's it, y'all. I'm gonna do the after show in the house. She said she ain't hitting. That's what she said. She said I'm not hitting the link. They said no services concerned. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. Thank y'all so very much. This was a good show. All right. Love y'all. Okay. Love y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show. And we'll do the after show on Station Head. All right. See y'all on Station Head. All right. Kenya, get you a Station Head down. I'm going to have to teach you how to have the app. Okay. We about to go. We about to go. Okay. We was able to make her. Thank you. All right. Bye, y'all. Oh, she gonna keep the conversation going. I bet you she after this video, she gonna leave about 100 comments. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter, and it's gonna be fun. Thank you.